This is going to be the video that'll accompany the Reddit video covering the entire collection of alt-in-the-dark cards I was able to gather and put into this frame. So this video is going to be covering the properties of the frame, how I assemble cards into the order that they are, how the frame was made, some of the properties that it includes together, and the final product, how the final product turned out. So first thing is first, this frame includes 135 alternate arts from X and Y, Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield. That is technically every single alternate art card that has been released. This collection put into a glass frame because this is a glass frame, it's not plastic. With the finish, it's a suede finish. This weighs around 20 pounds. So when you put this onto a wall, you aren't able to use traditional wire like these over here have. Those are some of my other frames that I have for specific posters. You can't put these onto a wire. It'll snap and this will fall and break and shatter. So instead, this has to be drilled into the wall using, I'm not even sure if you can see it. Yeah, drilled into the wall using specific hatches that are put onto the frame itself. So no wire in this one. It's a lot more sturdy that way. It won't move around, and the only way this will break is if someone rams into it, which I'm not concerned about at all. So the collection starts with the X and Y promos, and it ends with the Sword and Shield promos. And everything in between goes from X and Y. It goes over the promos that you find in the Premium Trainer collection, some of those alternate arts. It goes over a couple of Sun and Moon alternate arts before going into the Sun and Moon alternate art promos. The Mewtwo technically isn't an alternate art, but if we're gonna be honest, we would all consider it one. Funny enough, because it isn't an alternate art, it doesn't have the same texture as the rest of the cards on the frame. And you can definitely tell that, but I still included it either way. We have the Latios GX right there. And of course we end with a lot of the Sword and Shield cards right here. Everything is included. The black outline inside the frame is made of suede, once again, with a white paper backing. I was considering using a white suede for the backing, but that wouldn't have looked too good. It would have taken away from the actual cards a bit, and I wanted a nice crisp color to contrast from the black that's all around it. Aside from that, this is it. This is one of the last pieces of my collection I was really looking forward to getting together, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I couldn't have been any happier. The shop did such a great job with this. A couple of things when we considered making the frame. It contains 135 cards, but if it had even one card over, this is the crazy part, even one card over, this would have had to have been a double oversized frame instead of a single oversized frame. In that case, the price would have gone up a lot. This is already expensive as is. This frame was $1,200, which already was a bit, that broke the bank by itself. But I told the person who was helping me out, who's helped me out with some of these past frames right here, that the collection is, the frame itself is a fraction of the price of the collection. So one more thing that I would like to note is that the actual cards have inner sleeves. They're inside inner sleeves, and I glued those to the white paper backing. Now, of course, the reason I did that is because I don't want the cards to be damaged when they're literally glued, if that were the case. And I will be honest, the reason for that is if, for whatever reason, in the future, I would have to sell this, a family emergency, I've got the money to do so. I don't want that to happen because I have no intentions of selling this at all. But if I need it in the future, it's here and it's ready to go. But I won't ever need that, hopefully. So I'm in good financial standing as it is. So very, very happy with how this frame turned out. Thank you for whoever was supporting me. A couple of people knew about this project as is. It took me a couple of months to get the cards together in the correct order from X and Y, promos, 2 hits to the end with the Sword and Shield promos. But everything is there. Don't tell me I missed anything, because I hope I didn't. But that should be it. And I think that's really all I have to say. So thank you again for checking out the post. And if you have any questions, just let me know.